In the complex process of selling a business, the initial deal-specific document a buyer may present to a seller is typically an indication of interest, IOI, or a letter of intent, LOI.
Understanding the differences between these two documents is crucial for sellers to navigate the transaction process effectively and protect their interests. The LOI is often used when negotiations of the final sale document will take a substantial period of time or when the parties desire to do an initial investigation of whether the sale or purchase of the business is worth pursuing.
On the other hand, the IOI is a more tentative document, often seen as an indefinite expression of a buyer's interest in negotiating a purchase agreement in the future. What is an indication of interest?
An IOI is a preliminary document submitted by a potential buyer expressing a non-binding interest in acquiring a business. It serves as an initial step in the transaction process, allowing buyers to outline their interest and provide a high-level overview of the terms under which they may be willing to proceed.
What is a letter of intent?
An LOI is a more detailed and formal document that outlines the terms and conditions under which a buyer intends to acquire a business.
Unlike an IOI, an LOI is often partially binding, particularly in terms of exclusivity and confidentiality, and serves as a precursor to a definitive purchase transaction document. Sellers should be aware that the terms of an LOI may control the extent of a party's obligation to negotiate in good faith. What are the key differences between the two?
The IOI typically acts as a preliminary, non-binding expression of interest, providing a high-level overview of the potential deal. While the LOI is generally a more formal and detailed document, often containing binding provisions that set the stage for a definitive purchase agreement. But in either case, it is important for the buyers and sellers to be clear about the expectations and obligations during the negotiation process. If you need assistance with a letter of intent or indication of interest, contact Eric at 216-621-7860.